Welcome to the Catholic Life Coach podcast, where I help ambitious Catholic women overcome fear and self-doubt so that they can boldly step into the dreams God placed in their hearts, live authentically, and grow a business rooted in their faith. I'm your host, Carla Fitz. I am the Catholic Life Coach, mom, entrepreneur, and your companion on this journey of holy ambition. Each week, we dive deep into faith, mindset, business, and identity so that you can live aligned, lead confidently, and create the impact God designed you for without guilt or hustle. If you are ready to stop holding back and start showing up as the woman God created you to be, you are in the right place. Welcome, and let's get started. Hello, my love, and welcome to this week's episode. So, as I mentioned this past week, I have this beautiful little calendar in front of me that just gives me a little bit of reminders and encouragements every single day. And it has been a blessing in my life. And I'm so excited because it has been such a beautiful timing. On every day when I'm going through something, this little calendar is like, oh, yep, God's talking to me right in this moment. This podcast is truly an encouragement for all of you. And sometimes the encouragement comes from let's get going. And then sometimes it's less low down, right? At the beginning of the podcast, I've been sharing that I am all about the not hustling. But I have to be fully honest. Hustle happens sometimes. This past couple of weeks, I have had some really crazy weeks in business. We had a launch happening, lots of creation happening behind the scenes. And it's just a beautiful reminder to check in. And every single time I have a session with a client, somehow it always comes up that it's a good opportunity to remind them that even though I am a coach, and I have been doing this work for the past almost 5 years, I am human. I hustle sometimes, and then I find myself in the middle of the hustle, and I'm like, oh, yep, I'm hustling. I did not even realize I was hustling. And it is so worth slowing down and checking in. Okay, what do I need right now? Because sometimes when you're in the moment of hustling and you're trying to get something done, there is a couple of options, right? If your heart is feeling lit up, and yes, you're tired, but your heart is like, yes, I want to get this done. I'm so excited to put it out in the world. That is an opportunity and an invitation to keep going. But there will be times where you don't even want to show up, where you're like, I am drained, I am beat up, I need to rest. And rest, my love, is incredibly important. I'm doing this podcast truly for myself. As I'm hearing you talk, as I am hearing myself talk, is that reminder of, oh, wait, we are human. This past week, we talked about the little phrase from Saint Teresa of, we talked about that little phrase from Saint Teresa of Calcutta that says, in my weakness, your name is glorified. Of course, she said it way better, but I'm rephrasing it, right? In my weakness, you are glorified. And I think this episode this week goes beautifully with this past week because in our weakness, His name is glorified. In our weakness, we recognize, wait, I cannot do this without you. We do not have all the hours of the world. We do not have what is it called? What is the name of it? We do not have infinite amount of energy, infinite amount of ideas. Well, maybe ideas a little bit, but we do not have infinite amount of energy. We are going to burn down. We are going to get exhausted. And guess what we're going to have to do? We are going to have to rest. And sometimes, especially around women, I'm around so many women who are filled with ideas and filled with desires and filled with drive in their business, in their mission. I have come to understand that because we are so used to the hustling, we don't even recognize we're hustling. We're like, no, it's fine. I'm just doing a few things. But then we get burned down. But then we get burned out. And we are left questioning what in the world happened. My encouragement here is to simply rest, to disconnect, to, yes, get the work done, but then put the work down and go out for a walk. And by the way, right after this, I'm going to go outside and I am going to do what I'm telling you all to do. Okay? I promise. I'm human too. And I fall for the same lie that we have to keep going, otherwise something is going to get dropped. Or we have to keep going, otherwise we're going to miss the door, the opportunity. That is a lie. Your doors, your opportunities are yours. You are not behind. You are not late. You're in the right place at the right time because God has been leading you. But if we do not allow ourselves to rest, then how do we keep growing? Because as you grow, you will have more responsibility. As you grow, you will have new tasks. As you grow, you have people working with you that are waiting for things to be sent. We have to be the example of rest too. And I think a really good leader rests. I think of Jesus. What a better example, right, of a leader than Jesus. After Jesus served, after Jesus worked, after Jesus gave his talks and healed, he would retrieve and rest. He would go to simply connect with the Father. So often, each of us forget that we are human. God, Jesus, needed to rest. And we need to rest way more because we are way more human, okay? Even though Jesus was human and God, he rested. He gave us that example. This is what I'm talking about. We are giving example of what's possible. One of the things that I think also, if you are running a business and you're afraid of resting, is that we have this misunderstanding that if we stop, the business will stop. And that is not the case, okay? When you allow yourself to rest, the business will continue to move. But when you allow yourself to rest, you're able to come back into it with so much more energy and fire. If you keep going until you burn out, the business is also going to burn out with you. So this is the opportunity to say, hey, I am choosing to rest in my business. I am choosing to detach so that I can serve within my business at a way better level. Rest is important. Rest needs to be the priority. I had a coach once say to me that in my calendar, when I'm planning out my week, the first thing that has to go in there is rest. For me, the first thing that has to go in there is that prayer time in the morning and coffee with my husband, which is considered rest, right? I'm not doing anything but connecting with the Holy Spirit and our boost of love, which is our coffee dates in the morning. My love, allow yourself to rest this week. Watch what happens to your work when you allow yourself to put it down, be completely detached from it, and rest. You will come back completely energized and ready to go when it's time to go again. But while resting, put it down. And again, as I have said it from the very beginning of this podcast, I am doing this podcast for me as well. Right after I'm done with this podcast, I am going to put everything down, send the final emails to my team, make sure they don't need anything else, and then I'm going to put it down and I am going to go rest. It is a little bit chilly here in Nebraska. My husband has been making fires, which has been a gift. Rest this week. Plan your rest in your schedule first with your prayer time. That is the single most important thing that you can do as an entrepreneur. There are new things coming out for the podcast soon. So keep an eye out. We are working on some background things for you guys. It's going to create such a beautiful space here too. More content to come. New content to come. I am so excited. So much beauty is happening behind the scenes. So I'm here for you. I'm sending you so much love. And I want to invite you to come with me on Instagram. If you are not following me on Instagram, find me at The Catholic Life Coach. So much love happens in there. I am in stories, and I would love to hear from you. And share with me, what is your favorite episode? What is one of the episodes that has touched your heart and you are so grateful for? In my case, I am beyond grateful for each of you. You belong in this community and you deserve some rest. All right, my love. Until next time, I'm sending you so many blessings. Enjoy your week. God bless.